Introduction to Adi Shankaracharya and his birth. Adi Shankaracharya, a towering figure in Indian philosophy, is often regarded as one of the greatest spiritual leaders and scholars of all time. Born around 788 CE in Kaldi, a small village in present-day Kerala, his life and teachings revolutionized the spiritual landscape of India. He was not only a philosopher but also a theologian, a teacher, and a social reformer whose impact continues to influence the philosophical and religious thought in India and the world. Shankaracharya's birth is shrouded in divine legend. It is believed that his mother, Aryamba, was an extremely devout woman who had prayed for a son. One day, after many years of praying, she had a dream in which the goddess Bhagavati appeared and blessed her with the promise of a child who would become a great spiritual luminary. Shankaracharya's father, Sivaguru, was a learned Brahman, and the family was deeply devoted to religious practices. According to legend, Shankaracharya's birth was heralded by a series of auspicious signs, signaling the arrival of a divine soul destined to revive and spread the teachings of Vedanta. At the time of Shankaracharya's birth, the country was experiencing a period of intellectual diversity, with numerous schools of thought competing for prominence. These ranged from materialistic philosophies to dualistic interpretations of the scriptures. It was in this environment that Shankaracharya emerged as a force of intellectual and spiritual unity, a visionary who would harmonize different philosophical traditions into a cohesive and profound understanding of the nature of reality. The exact date and year of his birth are uncertain, but it is generally agreed that he lived for a relatively short time, approximately 32 years, during which he accomplished remarkable feats of spiritual and philosophical achievement. Despite his early death, Shankaracharya's influence on Indian philosophy and spirituality has been immeasurable. His philosophy, based on the doctrine of Advaita Vedanta, non-dualism, has continued to resonate throughout the centuries, shaping the direction of Hindu thought and spiritual practice even to this day. Shankaracharya's birth and his subsequent life story are often seen as a divine manifestation of wisdom, and his early intellectual pursuits set the stage for the spiritual renaissance he would ignite in India. His teachings not only transformed the spiritual practices of his time but also laid the foundation for the Vedantic tradition, which continues to inspire millions worldwide in the quest for self-realization and the ultimate truth. Adi Shankaracharya, Life, Teachings, and Impact on India. Introduction to Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya, often referred to as one of the greatest philosophers and spiritual leaders of India, was born around 788 CE in Kaldi, a small village in present-day Kerala. Shankaracharya's contributions to the development of Hindu philosophy, particularly Advaita Vedanta, have had a lasting influence on the spiritual and philosophical landscape of India. His life, though short, was filled with profound insights and transformative ideas that have shaped the course of Indian spirituality. 2. The early life of Adi Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya was born into a Brahman family, and his father, Sivaguru, was a learned scholar. His mother, Aryamba, was deeply devout, and it is said that she had a significant influence on his spiritual growth. From an early age, Shankaracharya displayed exceptional intelligence, mastering the Vedas and Upanishads, and even as a child, he was drawn to the idea of moksha, liberation. It is said that at the age of 8, Shankaracharya renounced worldly life in pursuit of spiritual awakening. 3. Shankaracharya's philosophy, Advaita Vedanta. The core of Shankaracharya's teachings revolves around Advait Vedanta, a school of philosophy that emphasizes non-duality. Advait means not two, and Vedanta refers to the teachings of the Upanishads. The central tenet of Advait is that the individual self, Atman, and the ultimate reality, Brahman, are not separate but one and the same. For Shankaracharya, the world of multiplicity and duality that we experience is an illusion, Maya. The true reality is that there is only one, and everything else is merely a manifestation of that single, all-encompassing Brahman. This understanding is liberating because it shows that the confusion, suffering, and attachment that we face in life arise from a mistaken sense of separation from the divine. Shankaracharya emphasized that self-realization is key to achieving moksha. Through the practice of meditation, self-inquiry, and devotion, a person can transcend the illusion of duality and experience the oneness of existence. His teachings encouraged people to look beyond outward appearances and seek the deeper, eternal truth within. 4. The Advait Vedanta and its influence. Shankaracharya's philosophy had a profound impact on the spiritual climate of India. Prior to his efforts, India was home to a variety of different schools of thought, some emphasizing dualism, Dvaita, others advocating a more theistic approach, Bhakti, and some leaning toward the materialistic school of thought, Charvaka. Shankaracharya's efforts to revive and establish Advait Vedanta provided a unifying framework for understanding the nature of the self and the universe. His teachings laid the foundation for the Vedantic tradition that continues to thrive in India. Shankaracharya's profound insights resonated not just with scholars but with the masses. He simplified complex spiritual concepts and made them accessible to ordinary people. By doing so, he contributed significantly to India's philosophical and spiritual heritage. The Four Mathas and Shankaracharya's role in revitalizing Hinduism. One of Shankaracharya's greatest contributions to the Hindu tradition was the establishment of four major mathas, monastic centers, in India. These mathas, located in the four cardinal directions of the country, helped preserve and propagate the Advait Vedanta teachings. Sringeri Matha, South, situated in the southern part of India, Sringeri became the center for the study of Advait Vedanta in the region. Dwarka Matha, West, located in Gujarat, this center became a hub for philosophical debate and the propagation of Vedantic teachings. Puri Matha, East, the Puri Matha played a vital role in connecting the Vedantic teachings with the religious practices of the region. Jyotirmath, North, situated in the Himalayan region, this matha became a beacon for scholars and spiritual seekers in northern India. Through these mathas, Shankaracharya ensured that the teachings of Advait Vedanta would have a lasting presence in all parts of India. The Four Mathas and Shankaracharya's role in revitalizing Hinduism. One of Shankaracharya's greatest contributions to the Hindu tradition was the establishment of four major mathas, monastic centers, in India. These mathas, located in the four cardinal directions of the country, helped preserve and propagate the Advait Vedanta teachings. Sringeri Matha, South, situated in the southern part of India, Sringeri became the center for the study of Advait Vedanta in the region. Dwarka Matha, West, located in Gujarat, this center became a hub for philosophical debate and the propagation of Vedantic teachings. Puri Matha, East, The Puri Matha played a vital role in connecting the Vedantic teachings with the religious practices of the region. Jyotirmath, north, situated in the Himalayan region, this Matha became a beacon for scholars and spiritual seekers in northern India. Through these Mathas, Shankaracharya ensured that the teachings of Advaita Vedanta would have a lasting presence in all parts of India. Six. The debate with Mandana Mishra and his wife. One of the most famous events in the life of Adi Shankaracharya was his debate with the renowned scholar Mandana Mishra. Mandana Mishra was a learned Brahmin and an advocate of the dualistic philosophy of Mimamsa, which emphasized rituals and worship over the philosophical inquiry that Shankaracharya championed. The debate between Shankaracharya and Mandana Mishra is legendary, not just for the intellectual rigor involved but also for the involvement of Mandana Mishra's wife, who played a key role. The debate took place at the court of King Amrendra, and it was set up with the condition that the winner would be recognized as the most knowledgeable philosopher of the time. Both scholars presented their respective philosophies, and the debate continued for several days, with neither side yielding an inch. The twist in the debate came when Mandana Mishra's wife, Ubhya Bharati, who was an exceptionally learned woman, was called upon to arbitrate the outcome. She agreed to judge the debate, but she posed a difficult challenge to both philosophers. She would ask them a question that required not just intellectual prowess but also spiritual insight. The question was about the nature of dharma and the proper conduct of life. She asked both scholars to demonstrate their understanding of dharma in practical terms. Shankaracharya, as part of his philosophy, responded by showing that true dharma is aligned with the pursuit of self-realization, the realization of oneness with Brahman. Mandana Mishra, however, took a more ritualistic and traditional approach, focusing on the external practices of dharma. In the end, Ubhya Bharati declared Shankaracharya the winner, not only because of his philosophical clarity but also due to the depth of his spiritual realization. Mandana Mishra, humbled by his defeat, accepted Shankaracharya's teachings and became his disciple, taking the name Sureshwaracharya. His wife, Ubhya Bharati, also expressed deep respect for Shankaracharya's wisdom. 7. The impact of Adi Shankaracharya on modern India. Adi Shankaracharya's teachings continue to resonate in modern India. His philosophy of Advaita Vedanta has deeply influenced contemporary spiritual leaders and thinkers, including Swami Vivekananda, Ramana Maharshi, and modern-day teachers such as Sadhguru and Eckhart Tolle. Shankaracharya's emphasis on non-duality and the oneness of the individual self with the universe has inspired millions of people to seek spiritual enlightenment and to transcend the divisions and conflicts that often arise from a mistaken sense of separation. His teachings have had a profound impact on Hindu religious practices, including meditation, self-inquiry, and devotion. In contemporary India, the resurgence of interest in Vedantic teachings and the growing popularity of spiritual retreats and ashrams is in part a reflection of Shankaracharya's lasting influence. His vision of an inclusive, universal spirituality continues to shape the direction of Indian philosophy, transcending the boundaries of sectarianism and encouraging a deeper connection with the inner self. Conclusion: the legacy of Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya's life and teachings have left an indelible mark on the spiritual and philosophical heritage of India. His insights into the nature of reality and his ability to make complex ideas accessible to the common person have made him one of the most revered figures in Indian history. Through his establishment of the four Mathas and his profound philosophical works, Shankaracharya laid the groundwork for a unified spiritual vision that continues to inspire people around the world today. His debate with Mandana Mishra and his teachings on the nature of reality, dharma, and moksha are not only a part of India's spiritual legacy but also offer timeless wisdom that can guide us toward greater self realization and inner peace.